Hi everybody, this is Saturday, February 9th, I think. And I was puttering around inside and I was puttering around with the vegetable seed starting shelf. So I thought I'd give you a quick update on my Survival Seeds 2025 veggies and herbs. So I planted these seeds on January 20th. And I had already showed I have an sugar pie pumpkin, small sugar pie pumpkin overachiever, and then another one, and then I put another seed in there. So I have 3 plants in there. One is smaller because I started one later than the others. Of course, everything's smaller than this overachiever. I have the Roma tomatoes, and they're doing very well. On one of my videos, I said that on my tomatoes, I start them with a low amount of dirt, and then as they grow, I add a little bit of dirt, soil, as they grow to kind of fill in their stems, because even though I do really good germinating tomatoes up here on this shelf, they tend to get leggy. I can't seem to keep the light down far enough, or they prefer the sun from the window than the light bulbs. So I've added dirt to this one, soil. I've added soil. So that's my Roma paste tomatoes. I thinned a couple out that were sickly and too close to the other ones. So there's those. My peppers, Cal Wonder peppers. I started them on the heat mat, and they'll go back to the heat mat, but I've moved them over here just for this update video. And then the onions, I trimmed the top of some of the onions because I know I've seen videos where some people, after they get tall and healthier, they trim them off. But these were kind of real thin and leggy and not doing so good. And so I trimmed off some of the tallest ones to see if that would help. And then, of course, I've got these up here. Some of them I trimmed and some of them I didn't. So the onions seem to be doing well. So that's my veggies for the Survival Seeds 2025. And I've got assorted other veggies I've started. Tomatoes, jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, cherry tomatoes, Amish gold tomatoes, nada penos, poblanos. I've tried to start marigolds. They've done nothing. These fancy zinnias, lime, queen lime, red zinnias. And their germination rate wasn't very good, but I've got some started, so that makes me happy. And then my first time of trying to start slips from sweet potatoes. I got 2 up here, and I didn't know, so I put them on the heat mat. And I did this last weekend, I think. And their roots are really taken off. Their roots are doing good. I don't see nothing going on other than the roots. But this will be my first time trying sweet potatoes. And I chose sweet potatoes because I thought maybe they would keep better for me. You know, the preservation aspect. So we'll see. Anyways, those don't have to do with the Survival Seeds 2025. Those are just some of the starts for the rest of my garden. Down here, I've got my hydroponics. I had a huge chef salad again last night, so this is more, I probably should have joined the winter indoor garden thing by Mike's Chaotic Gardening and GT JR in Alaska. I'll have to put those in text too. Because my indoor garden, my first attempt at hydroponics, I've had this morning or today, I had lettuce on my hamburger, and last night I had a huge chef salad, and this is still how much I've got. So I'm excited about that, but that's not Survival Seeds. It's survival, but it's not Survival Seeds. And then for my Survival Seeds herbs, I've got the oregano. It germinated like crazy and very quickly. It's not growing like a Jack and the Beanstalk, but it looks healthy, and there's a huge amount in there. And then I've got the hyssop. They're taller. I have to figure out what I have to do with them, when to up pot them and not. And then the lemon balm. The lemon balm's going crazy. So, speaking of up potting, I'm not very good at moving plants from indoors to outdoors. I don't do a good enough job of hardening off. I put them outside, they die of shock. I don't know. I'm just not very good at it. Maybe I try to put them outside too soon and the plants are still too wimpy. Because if I buy plants from a nursery, big, root-bound, full, healthy plants, they do better than my starts. So I think maybe I try to move them out too soon. I don't know. But I decided I'm going to bring one of my green stalk leaves. I brought two in, but I'll probably only use one because of the height of the shelf. I brought one in to see how it fits in there, and it fits good. And so when my pepper plants get just a little bit larger, I'll put them down there. And then these grow lights had been on this shelf, but I don't need it because of that. So I put the grow lights there, and some light from the window still comes from the other side. So I'm going to go ahead when it's time to up pot and put them in there. I want to get some fertilizer or some grow soil or something, because this is what I grew in last year. So I want to freshen up the soil a little bit, and then when the peppers are bigger, I want to put them straight in there. And so then when it's time to move them outside, I can just, they're already in the green stalk, and maybe I won't mess up as bad. So I'm going to try to keep one green stalk full of survival seeds, veggies. And then the herbs I want to plant in huge pots of their own somewhere outside. Maybe the oregano. I'll probably put some of the oregano in here in the green stalk, the survival seeds green stalk. But the hyssop and the lemon balm, I want to put them in their own container. My poor succulents from my succulent excitement and buying adventure, and my grandson was encouraging me, and I've got aloe vera on a different shelf that's taken off and doing great, and this jade is very happy, so I'm glad about that. But everything else I've killed off. Ugh, I'm not the best plant mama. But anyway, so that's my update for how my seedlings, my starts, are going. And then my plan for up potting at least my peppers. I'll put them in there and I'll turn that light on. I am loving this grow light top on this hydroponics. I think it's the reds and the blues and the full spectrum. And I know that they make some that you can buy that's just the thing, not the whole kit, but grow lights that are just a panel like that. I think I'm going to finally switch out my hanging light bulbs that A, look atrocious, and B, make kind of spotty light. I think I'm going to switch those out with a couple of those panels. Now these have done great with the getting my start started, and thank you for Eonan's Edge for telling me to get certain spectrum colors for my grow bulbs. Thank you, that's been very helpful. But I think at least down here it's time to update with maybe one of those full spectrum, all the colors, grow light panels, and put right up against there for this. I'm glad that tier fits right in there. That green stalk tier fits right there. I'll have to be careful because there's holes in the bottom. If I overwater, I'm going to end up with a mess. But that's why I don't have carpet, because I'm a mess. And I just don't like carpet. But, so, I hope your survival seeds garden, if you're participating, is doing great, or your starts, if it's time for you to start yours. If you are not a collaborator or participating in the collaboration, I hope you do a search for hashtag Survival Seeds 2025 and check out our videos. Also, even if you're not making videos of your survival seeds gardening journey adventures, if you comment on the things on our videos and then you watch on Sunday nights, and I can't remember the schedule, but BC Vineyard Chicks Homestead Family. Oh, jeez. have to put that in text too. They have a live every Sunday night, and then Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead and Lisa, they do drawings and giveaways, and some are about people who are in chat, some are drawings for the collaborators, and some are people who have commented. So check all that out if you're interested in seeing our videos and seeing how we're doing, and the people who are experienced to give good ideas and information about these plants. And then there's giveaways. So that's my update. See ya.